Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review, a new brewery alert on the channel. A brewery I didn't really think I'd have a chance to drink. They're called Troon Brewing, and they are somewhere in New Jersey. There's no information on this crawler. But I do like the label art on this. The whole black, I don't think I've ever seen a gold crawler. Is that? Yeah. It's a gold can, a gold crawler. I don't think I've ever seen that before. This beer is called The Quest for Youth. And it is a, per the label, 9.1% alcohol by volume. It says hoppy ale. Don't know what that means. 9.1%, that's a triple IPA. I mean, let's call a spade here. Hoppy ale, 9.1, okay, I guess. You're calling your beers hoppy ales? Sounds good. Shouts to my man Jake, Northeast Beer Community. Actually, it was Keith who hooked him up with this crawler, and then he hooked me up. So, Keith, you are the man. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, never had anything from Troon. They do like super crazy limits. I think it's like 2 crawlers per person at the brewery. So, I just, as someone who doesn't really chase beer anymore, I was like, I'm never gonna have Troon. I've heard people talk about it. Everyone says it's really, really good. So, this was crawlered on May 19th. Today is June 26th, so we are 5 weeks? I'm sure it's fine, especially if it's hot pea, right? We're gonna fucking spill this. Also, it's so crazy, like I got everything set up to shoot this video, and then next door they started doing like tree cutting, so I'm just like, I'd already committed, we're doing this, so hopefully it's not too bad. I'm gonna try my best to kind of mess with the audio of this, so hopefully you guys don't hear that, but sorry about that. Oh my gosh, we're gonna spill this. We're using our new Northeast Beer Community glassware because it's fire. Jake hooked that up, so here we go. We're gonna spill. Ooh, no. Maybe a little, who knows? Stay there. Pouring crawlers, I'm telling you, man, I used to be the worst at it. I used to, literally, it would spill everywhere. I've gotten better though, so. This beer looks exactly like how beer is these days. It is hazy. It's light though. It doesn't look thick and pulpy. It doesn't look like hop cum. It doesn't look like butternut squash. It doesn't look like that. It's that cool kind of, this looks like a Fiden's beer to me. It's just that super light, hazy lemonade. Finger of fluffy bright white head for over 9%. It is sticking around. This beer is cold out of my fridge. I always say this. I drink, I mean, it doesn't say triple IPA, but I drink triple IPAs ice cold. Out of the fridge, double IPAs and single IPAs when they are hazy, I let them sit out for about 15-20 minutes. This one I didn't, so it is ice cold. There's no information on here. I don't know the hops. I don't know anything. I just know that the name is The Quest for Youth. It's a hoppy ale at 9.1%, and it was canned on the 19th of May. So let's shove our fat nose in this one. See what it's got. So this, what does this smell like to me? As far as like, who does this remind me of? This has like that calcium chloride. I think that's what that is. Someone told me. It's kind of got like that chalky thing. But this is heavy citrus for me. It's like intense, like orange juice. It's sweet though. Sweet oranges, sweet tangerines. Maybe we're smelling a little bit of the 9% as far as like alcohol goes. It doesn't smell like boozy, like, you know, straight, you know, ethanol, but there's a sweetness to this, and I think that might just be the 9%. But yeah, it's got that like chalky, yeasty, hazy thing, and I get that, you know, from a lot of hazy beers. That's just, it comes with the territory when you're brewing hazy beer. But yeah, I mean, this to me is like there's no sense in guessing hops because people are using like all kinds of hops these days, but this reminds me of like a citra hop beer, like Amarillo. Like it's very orange heavy to me, very citrus heavy. And then it's got like, there's like a pineapple-y kind of stone fruity thing. But yeah, it's got that chalky yeasty thing that it doesn't bother me per se, but I'm not the biggest fan of. It's kind of why I've gravitated the last couple of years back towards West Coast style IPAs, because those beers don't have that. I mean, it smells really, really good. So let's go and taste it. Jake, Keith, cheers. Thanks, bros. I mean, it tastes exactly what it smells like. Very orange heavy, very heavy sweet citrus. But there is a good amount of beer aspect to this hazy beer. It's not just juice. It's got a good bite of bitterness right on the middle of your tongue all the way to the finish. Lingers. Think grapefruit pith. Think like a little like bitter, like lemon peel, like fruit rind, like citrus rind. And then you're getting like this awesome, just like sweet white bread on the finish that just goes well with all of the like crazy citrus, like sweet hop juice, I guess. It just balances well with, you say balance, it's fucking over 9% beer, but just tasting like the intense citrus fruits, then getting that bitterness, and then the just like that sweet, just white breadiness. It all meshes very well together. This is a very easy drinking 9+% beer. It's tropical. There's some stone fruitiness to this. I've been getting a lot of like peach and nectarine out of hazy beers lately. So that's definitely there. You get like a little bit of pineapple-y thing. That bitterness is like growing the more that this sits out. I mentioned in my last review, it's warm out here in the garage, so you can kind of see like a fog ring from this already like getting warmer. And I think like the bitterness is intensifying, which is nice. I like that. It could be like just what I'm perceiving as like the IBUs of this beer. It could be like just intense hop bitterness. I don't know. But I like that because it's so overripe with the citrus flavors, the stone fruit flavors, and like the pineapple-y tropical notes, that if it didn't have that bitterness, with that just sweet kind of white bread finish, I think it would just go to that too sweet, like kind of, this is too much as far as like a 9% beer goes. But that hop bitterness, or whatever that bitterness is, the middle of your tongue, that just, it's stayed on my tongue the whole time I've been talking. It makes this beer what I like with hazy beers. I'm not a fan of, it's not that it smells bad. I'm turned off these days by that chalky thing. And I don't know if it's just this crowler, who knows. You definitely don't taste that though. So these are the kind of hazy beers I like these days. I like that it shows that it's a beer. This kind of goes in the vein of, like I said, it looked like a Feiden's beer, reminds me of Feiden's beer in that sense, that it offers that bitterness, that bite to it. This is how monkish beers are. Good stuff. It's funny because I'm drinking this knowing the hype behind this and like the limits and what people trade for it. Like, is there a reason that me being on the West Coast, like I would try and gather up hundreds of dollars of beer to trade for a crowler like this? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I'd be stoked on drinking monkish, because monkish I think makes the best hazy beers, just for my taste. But I can see why people go nuts over this brewery. If you're in New Jersey, I think they're in New Jersey. If you're in Jersey, like, of course I would line up for this, because this is what, you know, like out here in Southern California, what monkish is doing. So I get the hype, but then like you put the limits and you put like, you know, when there's small releases and all that stuff, like people just, they want to drink that. So it's good stuff from Troon. I don't want to like make this sound like this is a bad beer. This beer is fantastic. Is it worth what people are asking for? That's up to you. That's up to your discretion. You make that decision. So Jake, Keith, I appreciate you guys drinking this. This is a fantastic fucking beer, especially for being 9%. It is an easy drinker, explosively juicy, while staying beer as far as like hazy beer goes. So awesome first impression from Troon. So if you guys have had this beer or any other beers from Troon, leave a comment below. Let me know. Like I'm pretty sure it's like 2 crowlers per person. I don't think they can anything. I don't think they, you know, I don't think you can just show up and buy actual 16-ounce cans. So I'm always looking to learn more about brewery. So if you guys know more about Troon, or if anyone from Troon watches this, let's talk about your beer. I enjoyed this one. So yeah, that's it. I'm out of here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you very soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.